Chapter 14. The third letter, Gimel. He produced Gimel, and referred it to health. He crowned it, combined and joined with it Mars in the universe, the second day of the week, and the right ear of man, Sepher Yetera, 22. The third letter is Gimel, the second of the 7 double letters, corresponding to our letter G. It is related to health and its opposite, disease, and also to the planet Mars. The force of Mars is the bright red blood or life force of the cosmos, hence Mars rules the blood which preserves the life and health in man, but if the blood be impure it produces fevers, humors, and divers manners of diseases. Because of this connection, the bloodshed in battle is looked upon as a sacrifice to Mars, the god of life force, of struggle, battle, and overcoming. The force of Mars also brings courage, enthusiasm, and the unrelenting effort which ever pushes on and overcomes all obstacles and difficulties. In its lower aspects, this force manifests in an unfavorable and disintegrating manner through anger, passion, war, and bloodshed. Mars represents that force referred to in the Bible as the blood of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world, or the spiritual life force which shall cleanse us from sin, and by the sacrifice of whose shedding we must be redeemed. For just as the physical body is cleansed from disease and saved from death by being bathed in the purified blood which must wash each organ and tissue, so must the spiritual life force bathe and purify every phase of our sevenfold being ere we can enter into eternal life. The literal meaning of Gimel is a camel. Although the Hebrew name for camel is Cunel, it may require some imagination to see any relation between the letter itself and a camel. Yet the camel bears a very close analogy to the true meaning of the letter, for on account of its ability to store up large quantities of water, in desert countries the camel is looked upon as the carrier of life. Symbolically, Gimel has come to mean that which encloses, a hollow tube, or that which transmits vital life force, such as an artery, etc. Hieroglyphically, Gimel means a hand, half closed and extended, reaching out like a camel, in order to draw to its possessor that which is needed for his own sustenance. So, finally, Gimel comes to mean a hollow tube or canal, like the camel's neck, and in man is sometimes referred to the throat. The throat contains a most important center, for it is here that the ideas conceived in thought and translated into words are enunciated into intelligible sounds. Man alone of all beings has this center developed, hence man alone can translate thought into comprehensible speech. Astronomically, Gimel is associated with the star Alcyone in the neck of the bull, Taurus, around which our universe is said to revolve. Gimel has sometimes had ascribed to it a phallic meaning. But while the phallus may in a sense represent it, since generation is but a reflection in matter of the great mystery by which spirit unites itself to matter, the divine becomes flesh and dwells among us, we can see that it has a far deeper and more sacred meaning than physical generation. In one sense, just as Aleph symbolizes man and the force and activity of the physical plane, and as Beth symbolizes woman, the passive and receptive principle, so Gimel symbolizes the magnetic link between them. Only as this magnetic attraction is regarded by them as a sacred gift, entrusted to them to be used to erect in humanity the symbolic Temple of Solomon, the Temple of Wisdom, can man and woman, or Aleph and Beth, become the two pillars Jachin and Boaz, with Gimel as the arch which unites the two and completes the portal, the door through which alone mankind can enter into the Holy of Holies. Here the Christ forever stands and cries, Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber.